Hello, my name is Brandon Hogan, and I'm going to be doing my little presentation here about Spiceworks. So, what is Spiceworks? It's an application that's very useful for like sysadmins or like network engineers or technicians. It has a nice, very useful community section. So, say you have some troubleshooting that you want to work on, or you're having some problems, you can talk to these people. They're members of the community. They probably have similar problems. They'll help you figure out, troubleshoot what you need faster. It's more efficient than having to like search it up on the internet or trying to like Google it yourself. This is much quicker. It's much better, and this is what they want to help promote this. So it helps make the community better. It has people actually talk to each other. They provide some like useful tools like such as in management or like networking, security, and cloud services, which is very helpful depending on what you're trying to do. And so for what I'm going to do for this demonstration, I'm just going to show off like the inventory section, see what that is all about, show what it is, what it does, the help desk section. So I'm just going to show like the ticketing, how it works, how you set up a ticket, what a ticket's going to look like, and how one would handle it. So while working on this project, I ran into a few errors, like when I was using a desktop application, which unfortunately I was unable to start it up. So instead, I'm going to be showing this how Spiceworks works through the browser instead, which is also still kind of good, but it does have its limitations. So here now, like I'm showing over here, like how my inventory looks. Currently, I have 3 machines hooked up to it, which I had scanned and connected straight to my inventory. And I was like messing around with the different ways of like adding it, like how each would affect it. So for this machine here, I added it through just a collection agent, and you can see what happens to it. Yeah, where I'm scrolling through, you can see like it's much better than what I did through these other two, which I just regularly scanned them and just added them in. And you can see a lot more like it tells like it's a virtual machine, like who was the last user on it, who's the owner of it. You can see the memory, serial number. When you can see like the IP address, MAC address, it worked a little bit more better than like when I regularly scanned it. You can see I'm still missing like a couple of things. Like if I hover over, it says like I require the agent, because the agent gives a much better description, a much better way of just adding it straight to my inventory. So if we just check on this real quick, I click onto it, you can see this little pop-up, and it gives like a nice overview of like some of the information about it. So you can see like here's the general information, like the type, it's a server, the OS that's running on it. You can see model again, so you know it's a virtual machine, serial number, your network, like the IP addresses and MAC addresses. You switch over to like your network, you can see shows like your MAC address, you know, your IPv4, your IPv6, your gateway, your subnet. Gives a nice little details about it, tells you all about it, how your network is running. You can see the software that's installed onto it. And if I had the desktop version running, you could see more of like what you could do with the software, like uninstalling it, and how helpful that would be. Like here you can see I have like Firefox, more Mozilla services installed onto it, and I would be able to manage this more better. And then lastly here you can see about the tickets, which I'll get into a little bit more further on. So again, you can see I just have my 3 added. I could have added more, but just for the sake of time, I've only stuck to 3. It's much quicker just to get through this presentation. So of course, next I'll talk about how like the help desk works. So switching over, we can look at the dashboard real quick. This loads up, and it gives you a like nice little overview of like how the system currently looks. Mine is currently set for like the past week, so you can see the amount of tickets overall for like each category, for like your new tickets, my current tickets, which is under me, like your open tickets and like your unassigned tickets. You can see like your history of the tickets, which during the time you have set. For me, which is for in a week, you can see I've had more tickets during these days compared to the rest of the days. You can see like your average response time, your close time, category breakdown for like what your tickets are, and you can see like your top ticket creators. And I'm the only one who's created right now because I'm the only one here. But say if you had a bigger organization, you would see actually more people within your network of people of your IT who's really creating your tickets, and like who's really like managing what. So just switching over to go to activity, you can just see, again, since I'm the only person here, you can see like the activity for like all tickets, like the all current, like what was going on, who changed what, and like what's going on with all your tickets overall inside your network. So your IT network here, over to your ticket section, and now we can actually get into it. So here you can see like what it would look like, how your tickets look like. You get your ID, like which is the number of ticket, the ticket number. You get your little summary of the ticket, the person who's assigned to it, who created this ticket, the priority, the category that was put into, your due date, and the last time it was updated. So right now we're just looking at this open ticket that I already had left open. And currently it was just like this little test I was talking about like how the summary is like an app not running properly. And then like I gave a little description. It was like I've tried multiple times running the app won't turn on, it goes unexpectedly, it was having errors. So this is why the ticket was submitted, which was submitted by me. You can see the date was submitted, it was sent in. And then you can do some things with it, like you can change your priority if you feel if it's in the wrong priority. You can change the due date. So say you can't work on it now, or you might need more time working on it, you can set it for a later date. Or the assignee, like you feel maybe this person, like they're too busy, they're too overworked, or they can't make it to it that time, you can change it, or you can unassign it and then somebody else can pick it up. You can change the category it's in, you feel it's in the wrong category. And then while you're working on it, you can change the time spent. So you can add like how much time it took you to figure out the problem before you close the ticket. And then of course like the last activity, like when it was last looked at, when it was like somebody last messed with it. So now looking more into this, you can see again the activity, what was going on with the ticket, like from like when it was created, and then everything, the history of events towards it. You can give like an actual response to the ticket. You can switch over to the details tab. You can see like more details, who CC'd about it. You want to add more people about it so they can know about the ticket if like it was that big of a deal. So you can see here in the due date, because when I set it, it's due in 8 hours, so I have to get it during that time. Or say if like I need more time, like, or need some like maybe less time, I can change the due date of it. I can add additional tasks if I feel there's more that need to be done to it, and so forth. So just for the sake of it, I'm going to show like what is like adding a new ticket. So we're just going to switch over real quick to one of my VMs I got running here. And we're just going to go into this real quick. Say this is machine here. We're going to add ticket, create a ticket. And we're going to add the contact, which currently is only mine, which is my email. Create a like quick summary. So say like there was a virus found on the computer. Just say virus and put a description. Virus is making the computer slow. And you need it to be checked out. You see the organization, which is my organization. Set the category for it. So what would fall under? So we'll just put under like software. Say like somebody accidentally downloaded some malicious software, turned out to be a virus, slowing down their computers. Like, okay, we need to check it out. Assign it to who you want to assign to, which of course, like I said, again, I'm the only person running under here. You can set your priority for it, which so you just feel like maybe it's not something big. It's just probably just a little mistake somebody made. They went on a website they shouldn't went to. You can handle it. So the due date, which say something you could probably take out the way real quick. So we can just set it for tomorrow, like maybe like 1 p.m. We just set it for that. and then you just create a ticket. So now what's really nice, you can see in our inventory, it actually even comes up to, if I can refresh this, I'll just do it here. It shows us too right here. It says actually like which device currently has tickets on, which this is this other device I was messing with, which is the other VM where I actually had the other current open ticket. And there's this one, which is the one I just currently added, which now you can see comes up saying that there's a ticket. So if I switch back over, and I refresh this, now you see the ticket comes up. Here's the summary saying there's a new ticket ID, sees the next ticket, there's a virus, and then and I've already assigned to it, and I've already set it, so you see it's medium priority. I feel like it's something that maybe should be checked out right now. And of course, then I take on a ticket. So looking more into this, now I was just saying like as if it wasn't, you look at it, it's not actually like a virus, but it was more of like actual like a worm. And now you just feel like, okay, this is something we need to look at because it might possibly spread into like our other servers and our other networks, and it might actually compromise the entire company, the entire organization, which is a big threat to us. We don't want that to happen. So what you could do is change the priority from medium to high. And a little nice thing what Spiceworks does is if you change the priority, you can see it changes the color of the actual ticket. So before, this ticket was blue because it was a lower priority. The higher priorities are set to red, so which means okay, this is something we need to look at now. We need to get right out the way. So instead of like this due date, I can just change it from like in a day. I can change it to end of the day or in a few hours, because you need to look at this now, get this out the way before actually compromises your entire company. It's something you don't want. So we take a look at it, we try to handle the problem, and then once we feel like the ticket, like if we feel we've handled the problem, we've got the solution done, we can just close the ticket real quick. So now see it says ticket 5 was closed. What you can do is view this ticket. It takes us over to the closed section where you can see like my other tickets that I've closed. Here, like, see, okay, we've handled the ticket, we've handled the problem, we've closed the ticket, and now you can just log it in and you can see whichever ticket's here. So if we open this up, there's a little drop down menu. You can see like your other tickets here. If I had like, say if I had an unassigned tickets here, it would come up here in the unassigned. Or if like I had some past due tickets, say if I didn't make it in time, and I'll get alerts about it saying that past due. Or of course my own tickets, which of course I'm the only person here, so it would show like my current tickets I've actually running that I didn't close, which is nice. So it is more organizational. And another neat thing which I really like about what Spiceworks does is like, because as you've seen when I was adding a ticket, which you can also do here, is that when I had added it, it was also adding my email. So it sent an alert straight to my email, which if I refresh this, it should come up. If not, I mean, I guess it won't come up now, but you can see like some of the older tickets I was working on, I was actually getting emails for these, which was really nice. Just in case like I'm not at a computer, I get an email straight to me. And if we go into the emails, you can see like it's talking about like tickets reports I was setting up about these tickets I was messing around with. And it's more helpful. And it's just like it's just a nice quality of life that they have something that which runs on it. So overall, this is pretty much a little simple demonstration about how Spiceworks works, how their inventory looks, how their help desk works. Just a little simple demonstration with their ticketing system. And it's overall like it's something I would really recommend, especially if your organization doesn't really have any way of like managing like all their computers and all their like systems. And overall, which is like the really good thing about this, is that it's free, so anybody can try it out. There's no really any fees you have to pay for this, any monthly, like, yearly things. It's just all free. It's a nice little application that's really worth the time, and Overall, that's about it.